Aloha, it's Jeff, and today we're going to walk through Tiny Bubbles by Don Ho from 1966, I think. That was the year the tune came out. Anyway, great tune, great performer, and I'm grabbing all my information pretty much from the original recording. So, starting out with the bass line. Ready, go. Right, 4 times on that. Now, what's going on here is, if you're using a pick, you don't need to worry about any of this. But if you're using fingerstyle on the uke, thumb is P, first finger is I, middle finger is M, ring finger is A, and for this intro bass line, you're probably just going to be dealing with P and M for the most part. So let me walk you through that really slow. You're going to start with your thumb on that first note right there. Then M is going to grab the next note, I, and then P, M. So that's nice and slow. Now once again, if you're using a pick, you don't need to worry about any of that. And I should point out that the first 3 is tied. So that's the connecting line there, connecting that 1 3 to the other, and that means that you are not going to play the second 3. It's just a carryover note. That's what a tie means. After that, I kind of jam the bass line up a bit. Right? So let me run for you at 72 on the metronome. I'll mix both bass lines up for you. Ready, go. Tempo on the tune is 96-ish, right? And you can see on that second bass line, thumb, thumb, right? And then I'm popping both those notes with I and M. And then that's a left hand thing. Hammer on there from 2 to 3. Hammer on means that you're playing this note, but then the left hand is slamming the down on the next note to get it without the attack of a pick, right? Okay. All of the left hand fingering information is up above the notes. That's important. It's not in stone, right? You can, if there's some things that you want to change, that's fine. If I don't write the fingering numbers, though, it's kind of important to point out that they follow the frets. So, right? 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, so on and so forth. Okay, the tune starts out with the bass line jumping in 4 times and then the verse. A little bit about the verse, and then I'll walk you through it. I'm labeling chords here. You see the first chord for the verse is E flat / B flat. That is slash chord harmony, and how you would say that is E flat over B flat. So the slash is over, and also there is almost a division looking sign, and that is a repeat the previous measure sign. That means you continue with the same chord and the same rhythm as before. So you'll end up doing that E flat over B flat 2 times. Okay. On the strumming subject, there's many ways you can do the strumming. I'm using fingerstyle on the uke, so the guitar part on the recording is playing on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. If you listen to the recording, you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about. And then that's one way you could run through the tune with just that very simple strumming, playing on beats 2 and 4 only. Or you'll notice in the B flat 7, I wrote an alt strum pattern, and so let me go to that B flat 7 chord there. There you go. And the alt strum pattern is going to be down with the thumb, and then down again with what's usually called Ma, M and A, these two guys, just down. So like 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So really, I mean, there's nothing completely in stone, but I am once again trying to follow kind of the groove from the original recording. And let's run through the verse. I'll sing a little bit. So anyway, top of the verse. Tiny bubbles, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. In the wine, makes me happy. 3, 4, 2, makes me feel fine. Back to E flat or B flat. Tiny bubbles, 2, 3, 4, 1, makes me warm. Oh, or A flat. 1. Okay, really important harmony right there. From the A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minor 4 chord. Very cool. I'm sure it's on the recording, buried in there subtly in the background. I've listened to it a million times. So I'm getting the bass note alone with my thumb and then doing an MA strum, or you can just continue down with your thumb. And then moving on with the verse, with the feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. And then bridge. So here's to the golden moon, and here's to the silver sea. But most of, I'm sorry. Toast to you and me. Okay, sorry, let me try that bridge again for you. So here's to the and here's to the silver sea. But most of all, toast to you and me. I'm sorry about my singing, man. I like to sing, but it's not happening. Anyway, on the end there of the verse, I'm playing just a B7, right? And then dropping down to B flat 7 over A flat, remember? Because of the slash chord harmony thing. B flat 7 over A flat. Okay, anyway, that takes us to the second verse, which is right around 107 in the tune as a time marker. You'll go back up to the top of the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right. With the time. And then for the key change, the last measure, you step up to a B7 chord, so moving the B flat 7 chord right up here, and then the whole tune continues to run with a key change. It moves from the key of E flat up to the key of E, and that happens at about 141 in the tune. Then you just run the series of chords exactly as you did earlier in the key of E flat, just moved up a half step. So if you need help with that, get a hold of me. I'm also teaching, by the way, with Skype, Yahoo Messenger, Uvu, Windows Live, and webcam. So if you're interested in private lessons, going into more details, please contact me. But I'll stay focused on the lesson here for you. Now, moving to the last thing to point out, one of the last things to point out is melody playing. So up here at the 10th fret with fingers 3 and 4, and then in this hand I and M, you're going to hear the melody. Right? Tiny bubbles. then I put in a fill here. So I'm just barring my third finger, and then, okay, then we jump up to 12 and 11, 10 and 10, 8 and 8, and then I finish here with B flat 7 over D. Okay, that is an arpeggio, which sounds like an Italian breakfast cereal, but it's not. It's broken chord, and so what that means is you're going, it's very cool on the ukulele because P, I, M, A just fit perfectly on those strings, and I'm just going P, I, M, A, M, I, and then down with my thumb on the chord. Okay. And that is an example of how to put the melody together, right? So bordering on chord melody, where you're putting, the tune together where it stands on its own instead of just playing the chords. Now, if you jump up to the last 3 chord diagrams in the tune here, they are starting with the E flat here, E flat 6, and then the last one over here of the B flat 7 over D, which is the one I used at the end of the melody fill sequence. I wrote an E flat chord, so you can use this for comping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so there's the E flat up here in a different voicing, and then also E flat 6, which might be a little bit of a reach, right? 4, 3, 2, and then 1. You can blend those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? And then connect to that B flat 7 over D up here. So I think chord voicings are sort of up to you. I usually try and voice things out. In this example, I wanted to make sure that I was getting close to what the guitar player was doing on the original recording. And lessons that are related to what's going on here with this tune, definitely natural notes for the ukulele, definitely. 16th note subdivisions for the uke. There's also going to be a lesson called triplets and tuplets for the ukulele. And then just keep browsing the archives. I'm going to be posting Girl from Ipanema for the ukulele. That's a great tune. Also kind of beachy, so it works out really well. Definitely cool at parties. People like it. And just keep checking back because I'll be adding for new things all the time. And just a bit up here at 96 for you before we close out on the comp from the verse. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just kind of really solid playing with whatever strum pattern you'd like, really. And the tempo is up around 96, so please reference the original recording, Don Ho, 1966, and you can't miss it. It's the real thing. And then reference that recording to my sheet here, and it should get you right in the ballpark for playing this song cool. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.